What's up everybody, Teancum here with Sew Yeah Quilting. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how you make this amazing quilt behind me only using Vegas strips. Let's get started. Now before anyone asks us in the comment section there, what is a Vegas strip? It's very simple guys, 6.5 inches wide by the width of fabric, which produces these beautiful quilts like the ones you see behind me, and it makes the block a little bit bigger so it's easier to make your project and see your fabric. I'm going to be using the Vegas strip called Midas Touch. It's a brand new collection from Northcott. We love them, and if we happen to sell out of our Vegas strips online, we also have the full collection in store. Pick yourself up some 1/4 yard cuts and you can make yourself your own Vegas strip. Beautiful fabric here with the touch of metallics as you can see through them. Now, as always, down in the description below, we have a free PDF download that explains and has a pattern there that explains how to make this quilt behind me. But to start off with, I'm going to take one strip, opening it up, laying it down like so, and we're going to go right into cutting. Now, cutting instructions on this is pretty simple. First, we're going to need is 2 6.5 inch squares. Then we'll need 4 3.5 inch squares, 4 3-inch squares, and lastly a 5.5 inch squares, which will assemble the entirety of color in the block there. Now if you want to go all mixy matchy, you can save a little bit on your fabric. However, if you want this look here, one strip, one block. So on to cutting. I'm going to slice that salvage edge off, and then we're going to cut our 6.5 inch squares. Second cut, which are my 2 large squares there. I'm going to cut my 5.5, which I'll have to turn my blocks for. 5.5 here. First, I'm going to just fold these and I'm going to cut them multiples at a time. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut 3.5. So like I said, I need 4 3-inch and 4 3.5 inch squares. Now that these are at 3.5, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut 3 inches off one side, and you'll just follow along with me because again, the math on this is perfect for these little half square triangles. Those are my 3.5 inch squares. Now I'm going to just turn this. Instead of having a big chunk of waste, that's my waste off that strip, right? And we love that about these Vegas strips is that it allows us to be able to get both our half square triangles and our quarter stones, like you see here, in each block, which is fantastic. So that right there of the Vegas strips is the cut down for our background fabric. You can go white, you can go black, you can go gray, whatever you like for your background there. Now, I've already gone ahead and pre-cut for this, and what I love about this particular pattern is if you have a Vegas strip that you love, and you also have a solid that you love, black, white, gray, white on whites, anything like that, you can cut all of your background out of a Vegas strip as well, which is fantastic. And the cuts are simple: 6.5 inch squares, 3.5 inch squares, and 3-inch squares. Nothing crazy there, okay? Now it's time to start sewing, and we go right into sewing from here. I'm gonna start off with the hardest blocks first here, which is our hourglasses. Now, hourglasses are not very hard to do. They're also called quarter square triangles. There we go. They're also called quarter square triangles or the hourglass block, which is right here. A simple, easy block to work with. Super simple. I'm going to mark a line corner to corner here. I'm going to do that to both of them. I'm going to pair this with a black, right sides together, over to the sewing machine with a 1/4 inch seam all the way down on both sides. Cut, turn, do it to the other side. Do a nice little cut. Just like that, same thing here. So now that we are at this stage here, we're gonna open up our seams here. It's really important that you open your seams here. It'll help you out in the long run, okay? Now this is the tricky part. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my pieces here, and instead of putting them right sides together where they're exactly the same, you see what I'm saying? We're going to flip them. So the green in this case should be on top of the black on top of the green. So that way when I sew diagonally across these, you'll end up with quarter square triangles. That's a really hard thing to say 10 times fast. I'm gonna mark across. If you're not marking across both colors, then something's wrong. Going onto the sewing machine, 1/4 inch seam down both sides. Boom. So guys, at this point, do not cut these if you're not 100% sure that they're the right orientation. To check if it's the right orientation, open it up. should be a quarter square triangle. If it is not a quarter square triangle, unpick and redo it. If you cut this now, there's no uncut on this one. Now we're going to be trimming these down to 5.5 inches. And it's got little notches on the sides here that allow you to knock off your edges, and then it makes it a perfect quarter square triangle. In addition, I'm going to go ahead and press them with the seams open again, just because if you do it once, you might as well do it all the way through. And guys, just like that, you should end up with 4 beautiful quarter square triangles. Not a hard block to make, but if you're not used to it, doing a half square triangle on top of a half square triangle, it can seem a little bit tricky there. Next step is super simple. We're gonna pull our 3.5 inch squares here, and we're going to lay them right sides together like we normally would. You're gonna sew down both sides like we normally would. Do a quick flip and turn. Take these and cut them directly in half. And again, we start off with 3.5 inch squares, so we should be getting 3-inch half square triangles out of these. And again, going back to that clearly perfect slide trimmer ruler. At this point, now that we've squared these things up, I'm gonna press to the dark side because they're half square triangles, making that easy on us. Now at this point, your block should look something like this. I've got my half square triangles that are small, 3-inch squares, 3-inch squares, 5.5 inch square, and then my quarter square rectangles, triangles, thanks. My gosh, I'm struggling with that. Now we have to essentially construct a mini block, which is gonna be this little square there. We need 4 of them to make the block. It's not too hard to construct, and we're gonna do all 4 of them at the same time. Lay out your black squares like so. Then you're gonna put just that kitty corner on all of them. And then we're gonna fill them in with the half square triangles so that the black is not touching itself here. As far as sewing goes on this, I'm gonna sew these 2 pieces together, these 2 pieces together, and then our row together there. I'm gonna give this just a uber good finger press. Same thing on this side, uber good finger press. And I've actually pressed them to go away from each other. So just like that, block is sewn. I'm gonna throw it over here to be ironed. And I'm gonna just keep repeating that process to all 4 of them. So on over to ironing here to iron these things out. So guys, we've got our fundamental blocks here, super simple at this point. What we are going to do is take our quarter square triangles, such a tongue twister for me, and you're gonna wrap them all the way around with the greens touching. And then we're gonna add in our corners here. So green towards green, green towards green, green towards green, which gives us this super complex look. Very simple block construction. We are going to put them right sides together. One side on, flipping to the next side. So guys, now that I got my rows sewn, I'm gonna iron them, make sure they're nice and neat here. Okay guys, at this point here, rows are sewn. Now it's time to sew our rows together, right sides together. Now we're gonna add on the bottom. And guys, just like that, our quilt block is finished and it looks absolutely amazing. In addition to that, I went ahead and finished another one so you guys can see the full effect of the quilt. Now, as you can see, the more that you connect them together, it creates more patterns like these squares here in the center and even the diamonds here, which is just part of the illusion of this quilt and what makes it so stunning when you look at it. And guys, in closing, let us know down in the comment section what your favorite pre-cut is, whether that be Vegas strips, charm pack, jelly rolls, minis, any of the pre-cuts out there. Let us know, and that way we can cater our next YouTube video to whatever your favorite is. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and don't be afraid to share it with your friends. And as always guys, free pattern down in the description below. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.